Good afternoon to all. Formally, I am wishing everyone good afternoon, but uh, uh, I don't think this is actually a pretty good afternoon. Uh, it's not the afternoon that uh, I certainly can call good. Apart from my YouTube lives, it has been probably uh, a gap of almost 6 months, or 5 months, or 4 months, that I'm shooting a brand new YouTube video. But the reason why I am here to shoot a video uh, is because of an what should I say, accident, incident, coincident, I don't know. Because of a disaster that met uh, one of my favorite writers of all time in New York City, and the video and this entire video is going to be based on two very important topics. One is stabbing, and another is laughter. Yes, you heard me right. Some of you might be frowning your eyebrows, but this video is going to be based on two pretty relevant issues: stabbing, and the second one is laughter. The issue of stabbing would be the first one that I am going to be dealing with. Yesterday in New York City, words are almost choking in my throat because I'm pretty scared myself, because I don't know what would happen to people next. People who are writers, people who are thinkers, people who are presenters, people who are artists. Because if this is the way we behave to artists, if this is the way we start behaving with the writers, the novelists, the storytellers, then I am scared of the world that I am living in right now. Then I am scared of the future that I am heading into right now. Then I am scared of the future that we are living our posterity with. One of my all-time favorite authors, Salman Rushdie, was stabbed several times all over his body yesterday in New York City while he was delivering a talk. He was stabbed. Now, my question is very simple. You may or may not agree with me. You may or may not like my lectures. You may or may not like my novels. You may or may not like my short stories. You may or may not like my YouTube videos. You may or may not like my papers that I might present in seminars and conferences. So what should you do? You should write another paper in response. What should you do? You should write another YouTube, you should shot another YouTube video, or in an answer to my video. If you don't like my novel, you will write another novel. If you don't like my painting, you will paint different kinds of paintings. in an effort to answer or to critique my painting? If I deliver a talk, you would deliver many talks which would ideologically oppose me. Two things we need to understand very clearly. First, you do not have to agree with whatever I have to say. I do not expect you to be agreeing with everything that I say. Write, talk, present, research. Who is expecting everyone to agree with whatever I say with me? I don't expect that. Then if you say, sir, whatever you write, whatever you talk, I agree with you. Whatever you present papers, I agree with you. Whatever you shoot in YouTube video, I agree with you. Then it would be very much like Nazi rule in the aftermath of Second World War, or in the wake of Second World War, should I say. If you agree with everything that I say, then it would be like Mussolini in Italy, then it would be like Hitler in Germany, or any other right-wing politicians that are doing wonderful jobs even in today's world. So I am not asking you to agree with me. I am not asking you to agree with everything that I say or write. The point is that if you do not like my lectures, deliver another lecture. I will learn from your lecture. If you do not like my teaching, teach differently to your students. Right? So art deserves to be countered through art. Lectures deserve to be countered through lectures. Novels and literature deserves to be countered by many other different forms of literature, different genres of literature. Right? But if you do not like my novel, you will come and stab me. You will come and kill me. Sir, I am going to kill you because, sir, I didn't like your lecture. Sir, I am going to kill you. I am going to stab you because I didn't like your YouTube video. Sir, I am going to stab you because I didn't like your novel that you wrote last year. I didn't like your lecture in the last month, so I am going to stab you. Did I stab you? Did I stab you? Listen, if I stab you, your answer should be stabbing me back. But if I write a novel, how can you reply to an art with violence? What kind of ideology is this? What kind of ideology is this? Are we going back to 1933, Germany under Hitler and his Nazi party? Are we going back to Italy under Mussolini? Where are we exactly going back to? You may not like my poem, so I am going to stab you. I will stab you because I didn't like the second stanza of your poem. I will stab you because I didn't like the fourth chapter of your novel. Wow! Amazing! Such creativity, such revolution, such lover of ideology. Kudos to you and your ideology. Is this your ideology? That you go on stabbing intellectuals when you do not write or do not like their articles, do not like their papers, do not like their novels? Okay, and this is the one thing that I wanted to talk about. So, art deserves to be responded to through art, not through violence. But this is where I will come down to the second topic or the second issue of this YouTube video. The second issue is, what did I say in the beginning of this video? That I will be talking about two agendas. One is stabbing, violence, and another is laughter. Now I will begin that second half of the lecture, that is laughter. Now laughter. Now this is where the lecture is getting really interesting. Now this is where it's becoming really interesting. Now laughter is also a form of violence, and laughter is no less violence than stabbing. If you are in a train and other passengers find your standing funny, this is violence. If you are in your workplace and your colleagues find your dressing funny, this is violence. If you are in home and your members of your own family find your talking funny, that is violence. If you are in, say, a joggers park and people find your walk funny, then that is an act of violence. Why is this an act of violence? Because through this act, what you are doing, you are not sharing harmless, cute, innocent jokes. What you are saying, what you are doing, you are othering people. So if your laughter becomes a strategy of othering people, so when you are making fun of people, when you are sharing your innocent, harmless, cute laughters, then what you are doing, oh my god, that guy is so funny. Or if you find someone walking in the street with umbrella in his hand, and that person is male, many men and women find that funny. I don't know how does this spectacle of a man carrying umbrella in sunshine funny. পুরুষ মানুষ রোদে ছাতা নিয়ে যাচ্ছে, এটা হাস্যকর কি কারণে হলো সেটা আমার মাথায় ঢুকছে না. If you understand this, please explain that to me. If I carry umbrella because I cannot tolerate the sunshine, then how does that become funny? দেখ ওই ছেলেটা ছাতা নিয়েছে এইটুকু রোদে. How does that become funny? How does that become funny? It becomes funny because most of them sharing that innocent joke do not use umbrella in sunshine. So what they are doing, they have identified someone who is different from them. And we are so democratic, we are so cosmopolitan that we do not accept difference. আমরা এতই ডেমোক্রেটিক, এতই প্লুরালিটি পছন্দ করি, এতই গণতান্ত্রিক, সামনেই স্বাধীনতা দিবস, আমরা এতই স্বাধীনতা প্রেমী, that we do not like variety, we do not like difference, we do not like if someone is absolutely different from all of us. Then what do? We other him or her. How do we other him? We other him or her through jokes, through through laughter. So when you laugh with your friends, when you laugh with your colleagues, when you laugh with your members of your family, when you laugh with your close buddies, then you are not sharing anything innocent. You are othering people, and any act of othering people, any act of marginalizing people, any act of pushing someone beyond the margin and being able to become center yourself is an act of violence, is an act of violence. So and before I leave this video, before I end this video, I dare say that any act of violence done through laughter is no different from stabbing. There is no difference between those people who kept stabbing Rushdie and those people who find you funny. They are the same. One uses knife for stabbing, another uses their innocent, harmless, cute, friendly jokes to stab you. But remember, the stabbing that you done through laughter is more dangerous because you don't see the blood there. You don't see the marks of injury there. You don't see the spilling, the shedding of the blood there. But trust me, your harmless, innocent jokes shed more bloods than all those stabbings put together. Violence is violence, be it done through knife or be it done through innocent, harmless jokes and laughter. Thank you. Maybe the next morning would be a little better than this evening, and I could really say good evening or good morning in the true sense of the term. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you soon.